Oh, should load in. There we go. Okay. I was streaming Monster Hunter Wilds. I actually went ahead and deleted the VODs. I deleted all the ones for Wilds. I was just going back through them and cleaning up Twitch and YouTube, and I was like, wow, I'm pretty critical about this game. I don't know if I want that to be the impression, because I like Monster Hunter. But I do think I've been wanting to do this, so I'm gonna start a new playthrough. I do have some I could jump into, but I like Project Zomboid a lot, and it's a very hard game to get into. And I think more people should play it because it's really as complex as it is. You don't have to know a lot. Okay, so first off, Apocalypse is just normal mode. It's actually pretty hard. There's different kinds of infection in game. So a bite is always an infection, and a scratch and a laceration, I think, they have like a 25% chance to be the Nox virus, the zombie infection. So Apocalypse mode, just normal settings. Romero zombies, shamblers, walkers, whatever. Outbreak is better loot, and it just quicker XP gains. Like, overall, it's same thing, but it's faster. I don't think there's a lot of other differences. Rising is like the cozy one, whatever. Extinction is like hard mode now. They have challenges like the Dark Days Ahead challenge. Sandbox, I mean, I might just, since this is like pure raw beginner guide, here we go. Rosewood. Why Rosewood? Fire station. Why fire station? Fire station good. That's why. Best starter base in the entire game. There's another one now that's in another area that has a fire station and a police department outside of it, and it's totally fenced in. But we're not going to worry about that. Okay, a lot of settings, a lot of shit to know. Here's something you should do. There are TV shows that come on 3 times a day. If I remember correctly, it's 6 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. There might be another one that's later. But it teaches you like carpentry or cooking or survival skills, and you just get free points. If you catch every episode, you can get up to level 3 in every single one of the skills that has a TV show for it. Before the TV stations go out. I think that's the first week. Okay, so zombie settings, I might just leave vanilla. Because it's just good to know how the zombies operate. There's no sprinters, so where's the sprinter? I don't know. Maybe that's another setting. That might be in world. All of this I might bump up to common, just so we're not having to search too hard for things. I don't know. I'll put them all at normal. Normal's fine. Scarcity. Different modes have different loot, and like higher loot, you get to experience more of the game faster, more fun. It's like It's why I like playing Outbreak now. I mean, I'm gonna leave pretty much everything kind of vanilla. I am gonna turn on minimap and all known at start for this. Helicopter event I'm gonna leave in. So the helicopter only shows up once on default settings, and you have to find a radio, find the emergency broadcast, listen to it every morning to see if it says that there's activity in the skies, because whenever the helicopter comes, it's going to hover over you, and it's going to draw in zombies from the entire, city or wherever you are, like the region, to come towards you. So the idea is that you spend the first days finding a base, boarding it up, covering all the windows so you can hide inside the day that the helicopter comes, and then you don't have to really worry about it. It'll move zombies around and stuff, and sometimes you're unlucky. It does bring a horde towards your base, but it doesn't actually know where you are. We're not going to do starter kit. It's nice to start with stuff, but it's fun to find shit. The multi-hit is another thing. I don't play with it on because it's not in every game mode, and it makes it more difficult to play a game mode like Outbreak if you're used to multi-hit. But I think in the beginning you should turn it on. Shit. Okay, so this is something that for a new player, I think you should do. It's going to invalidate some things like skill books, but that's something... the skill books and like skill grinding, it takes time. You can invalidate it through the settings. But it depends. It's just so whenever you're on more difficult settings, like, what books you need to look out for which skills, and do all of that. But I'm just going to bump it up by a lot. So electricity and water shut off for a beginner, because this has happened to me, where I lost water within like the first week, or I lost power within the first couple of weeks. It makes the game more difficult because you have less time to prepare with the generator and water collectors, and so in the beginning, just do it 2 months to 6 months. You're not going to have to worry about it for a long time. Same electricity shut off to me is the one that's more of a problem, because once the power goes out, like, you need a generator to power a building, and some buildings that you're going to want to go into are going to be pitch black, and you're going to need flashlights or guns with flashlights, and it just makes it so much more dangerous. You almost can't go into high population buildings whenever the power's out. Like, you have to end up getting generators and powering the building just so you can kind of loot it and explore it. Infinite gas pumps. I mean, the gas pumps, every now and then you'll run into one that is empty. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not really a big problem. And whenever it is a problem, it's an interesting problem, because it's like, oh shit, there's usually multiple gas pumps, so it's not totally out of gas. But, you're not going to run out of gas in a solo playthrough in any meaningful time frame. So... You know what? I have to stop the stream and go do something real fast, unfortunately. I'll have this set up and then I'll stream again, and the idea is I'm capturing footage, and then that way I can go back and I can make some edited down videos. The whole playthrough will have been that. I'll have the audio from the streams, and then I'll be able to do voiceover too. Well, you know what? That can wait for let me finish doing some of this at least. Okay. This was one of the settings. Talked about this almost immediately. The Nox virus. So, you get bitten, you get it. You get scratched or lacerated by a zombie. You don't know if you have it until you start to show signs of the infection. And usually it's like 3 days you're dead. So, I mean, you have time to, like, finish up some stuff, secure some things, and then, you know, walk out into the world and just die, kill yourself, do whatever. But then, so whenever your character dies, you can respawn a new character into that world at basically the same moment that your character died. So you can go find your base again. You know, you'll spawn in a random place again. You can go back to your base and continue from there, but obviously it's a new character. You lose all your skills. Have to do a rebuild of it. I think in the beginning, because the Nox virus spread through the air, it became airborne, and then that's why the entire world fell to the zombie virus. But you have survived, and you know, if you're on a multiplayer server, other people have survived. But in a solo playthrough, like, you're pretty much the only person left after like 2 weeks. That's it, you know. So would you not be immune? You know, getting bit is a problem. Even whenever you don't contract, even whenever you don't have the virus on, getting bit is a big problem. It's a serious wound. So, you know, it's not without risk. You can still die from a bite, you know, without becoming zombie. I'm probably over-explaining, but okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not overlooking anything, because I don't have any mods turned on to where it can change any of this once it's locked in. I mean, that's pretty much it. Transmission none. Just go ahead and make loot normal. Crank up the XP multiplier a little bit on the character. Turn on multi-hit. And where was it? Yeah, mini-map and all known on start. Because otherwise, map is blank, and you have to explore it or find other maps. Cool mechanic, awesome, love it in Apocalypse and Outbreak, and I don't use it in Sandbox. Same thing, mini-map, I just turn it on. We are going to save this. Call it. We'll just call it Pilot. Oh boy. There's a lot of videos about character creation. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because there are a lot of videos about character creation. I will tell you why I'm choosing what I'm choosing, and okay, so you have occupations. All of these have different skills. Some of them even, like Lumberjack has a skill that you cannot get through the list of skills, where they swing an axe faster, and less muscle strain from chopping trees. Or something like the Veteran is desensitized, and you're less prone to panic and ignore discomfort. So like armor and gear that you're wearing on you, masks, like gas masks and respirators are very important because of corpse sickness. And panic in general just it causes a lot of side effects that make you less effective in combat. So it says far less prone. They basically have immunity to panic. Nobody else can get that. You can get brave. Where's brave? Okay, well, either way, did they take it out? I'm probably just overlooking it. But there was a skill called Brave, and it kind of does the same thing. Am I making that up? I might have imagined that, but I swear to God there was a skill called Brave before. Okay, regardless, not spending too much time on this. I choose construction worker. Comes with carpentry. You get 5 levels of fitness. Carpentry XP bonuses too. You get 1 level of long blunt, which is like baseball bats and big metal pipes and shit, cricket bats or whatever. Maintenance, which has to do with like durability and I think repair, and maintenance is useful. Masonry, I literally never used it. I'm sure it's useful for building. I don't know how resource intensive it is and what that economy is like, because it is still early access or whatever for the past 14 years. But so I mean there are some skills that are like that are like, well, it does a little bit, but the idea is that it's going to do all this other stuff. And so I don't know what anyway. Short blunt, 2 levels, where if you went with carpenter, you get 4 levels of carpentry. This is where the TV shows come into effect. I don't need carpentry 4 because I could get carpentry 3 just from watching all of the carpentry episodes. So construction worker, you get short blunt. That's basically everything you come across in the game that is a weapon is either an axe, a knife, or it is short or long blunt, and most things are short blunt. It allows you to have stuff in your offhand too. Short blunt is very good. Less muscle strain, less fatigue, stamina, all that. Okay. So you start negative 2 point. So if I chose like cat's eyes, I'm going to choose. Now I'm negative 5. You have to take negative points to offset the skills that you pick up. I'm going to choose the skills that I'm for sure going to use first. And, oh, there's Brave. I had to have overlooked that multiple times. Okay, cat's eyes, organized. Dexterous is another one. And I'll explain why I'm choosing all of these. I don't take this one as much anymore, but I might because of skills I'm going to pick up down here. Okay. I usually choose stout, which is pretty costly. But the increased carry weight. So here's what I'm doing. Looting is the most important thing in the game until you're better at the game, and then you don't need to pick up fucking everything. You know what to grab and when you need it, and if you do need something, where to find it. So stout, you can carry more shit. Organized, increased container inventory capacity, so your encumbrance is raised a little bit. It's more or less you're more organized. You can fit more shit in the same amount of space. And then dexterous is exactly what it says. Transfers inventory items quickly is the main thing you're looking at for this, but the rope climbing is also great because breaking a bone in this game, you might as well be dead. It also makes the game so boring at that point because you can't really do anything. You just have to rest up, and it can take a long time to heal. Anyway, cat's eyes too, because it's dark as shit and it's dangerous in the dark. And for 3 points, being able to see better in the dark is very important. The lighting engine for build 42 is very high contrast. You will go into areas that are pitch black, and at least at night with cat's eyes, you can go outside fine, and you have full visibility. Maybe not full visibility, but you have much better visibility, literally, and also like stat-wise vision cones and stuff in the game. So that's a deficit right there. That's pretty hefty. But I have hang-ups about using slow metabolism because the gaining weight is very important, because food scarcity is not really a problem, but like gaining weight can be an issue. They're, farming loops that you can do for like high calorie stuff, but for the most part, like gaining weight is hard. You'll lose weight like at a point, and it's hard to put weight on. But you start with high weight, and it kind of like fucks up because it affects your fitness and it affects your speed and like your stamina. So it kind of nerfs you like physically in the beginning of the game. But what is good is, so solo, slow reader's fine because you can speed up the game solo. It's not a big deal. It's not an emergency to read a book. It just takes time. Hit fast forward and like do something on your phone for a second. Weak stomach, just don't eat rotten food. Literally, that's it. Don't eat burnt food. Don't eat stale food. Like, you can eat some of that. You cannot eat rotten food. Just eat not spoiled food or burnt food, and you're fine. Like, that's literally it. Just eat edible food. Slow healer is not that big of a deal. You do recover slower, but it's really not a big deal. There's nothing in the game is really a hurry. Like, even if it comes to helicopter day, you can lock yourself in a bedroom upstairs in a random house and close the window blinds and have water and food with you and just wait it out. You're fine. Board up the door and like put a rope out the window or something. Or like, there's ways. You need a sledgehammer to destroy the stairs, and I'll cover how to find that easier than people will tell you. Okay, where are we at? So I don't take smoker anymore. All you have to do is find cigarettes and smoke, or you become anxious. It's kind of free points, but it really depends on what kind of a build you're making. And for this, I don't think we're really going to need that. It just adds another thing you have to manage. It's really not a big deal. But conspicuous literally does not matter. If a zombie was going to see you, then they were going to see you. So you can pretty much take conspicuous, and it's not a big deal. I don't remember exactly how it works, like as far as they are just quicker to realize you're there, or if their vision cones are like reduced or something. But either way, like it doesn't matter. Like it makes no difference. Prone to illness is fine, especially with this. Always it's fine, because faster rate of zombification does not matter. If you have the Nox virus, you're going to die. So it doesn't matter if it happens sooner or later, your character is going to die. More prone to disease, that's where I kind of stopped on outdoorsy, because as the seasons change, as you get further into the playthrough, outdoor conditions are where you're going to get those diseases from, and this can help offset it. But what ends up happening is, so 4, this is 2, so really like it's 2 points, I'm not going to take slow learner for this, because this is about building a character, but since we boosted our XP gains in the sandbox settings, we could take slow learner, and it's just free 6 points. We're not going to do that, though. So 4, thin-skinned, a lot of people take. They take it in like vanilla settings with Nox virus on, and I don't feel comfortable doing that, because it's always a matter of time before you die, but it makes it so much easier to die, because you already get scratched or bit. Like there's times where you swear to God you should have been scratched or bitten, but you weren't, and then other times where it's like they barely brushed me. How did I get bit? So I don't think it's really worth taking it. It's a lot of points. It's not for beginners anyway, but just throwing that in there. So I am going to have to take smoker. I am going to have to take smoker, so we still have -1. We do not want this. This is bad. This is very bad. You need acceleration. Acceleration's very much affected by terrain, and whenever you need that acceleration, you need it, and Sunday Driver will prevent you from going top speed in vehicles, which you shouldn't do. But it's the acceleration nerf that it gives you, that it is +1 is not worth that at all. I might have to take slow metabolism here. I could do short-sighted, because all you need are glasses, and it fixes that. Glasses can get knocked off your face and shit, and you have to keep up with them. But short-sighted's not bad. It's kind of a smoker one, where it gives you another thing you have to manage. But this is a RPG. So I have 1 point, Speed Demon, not good. Speed Demon, too much fast. It's hard to control your vehicle speed with that. I found it. I don't really see people recommending it anyway, even if you only have 1 point. I don't know if it's a temptation thing or what. So here's my favorite thing to do. All right. Chiquita Latimer. I mean, we'll just go with it.
Hey!
All right, that's fine.
Hey! Hey!
Yeah, that's a great voice. Chiquita. I don't know. Chiquita what? Keto. All right, we'll just. I mean, you can mess with this stuff. This stuff's fun. In sandbox settings, you can unlock clothing. That's an option, and you can choose literally any item in the game that you can put anywhere on your body. And sandbox, you can have fun with like making a whole character. Okay. I probably didn't explain any of that very well, but like I said, that's just trying to figure out how to approach this, and I'm getting gameplay to edit. So even my tangents and rambling, it doesn't really matter because it's not. It's going to be structured. And I ain't good at this. Holy shit. Where are we? That's what we're going to see first. So, something you would not be able to do normally. So, I don't know. Maybe I should have left it off. We're not in a bad place. So this is Rosewood. Can we do the overhead? Yeah, okay. Well, let's not do the overhead. That looks weird. So here's police station, and here is the fire department. So we're right here. This is perfect. Okay. So first house. It is. We're gonna go ahead and take this honey and crackers. We're just gonna grab whatever food we have right now, and I'll just take the frying pan. Okay, so start looting everything in the first house. We're not going to stay in the first house, so we don't care about the sheet, and we're going to make it into a bag. That's what I just did, was left click, can turn it into a bag. I can wear the bag. Check this. So 15, that's how much in weight I'm carrying. I'm going to put this in the bag because the bag has 13. And encumbrance works weird in this game. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be over-explained or anything. I have 13 encumbrance, and I can carry more shit here. For the most part, you want to keep everything in your backpack or in your fanny packs. And if we come across fanny packs, I can show that as well. So we're going to turn the TV on, and there shouldn't be a lot of zombies right now. The first few days, you're not going to see as many zombies because there's a peak day. That was in the settings. I didn't mess with that. I think it's a month in is peak day. I'm taking this. We're going to watch it after this show's over. We're just going to get them points now. And also remember, we boosted XP gains. So all of these are going to go up really fast. And because this is mostly like, so who is this for? This is for anybody that's like, oh yeah, that game, like, no, I've seen it, it looks cool, it looks interesting, but I don't have time to learn something like that. It really doesn't take that much. Like, there's a lot you can do in the world, but there's also a lot you can do in the real world, and you don't have to do all of it to enjoy it or to survive day to day. So I'm cooking a steak in the oven, and I don't know if they changed this part. So with TV shows, you can go up to level 3. It looks like they might have changed that, and now the TV shows, normally you wouldn't see it. On normal XP gain settings, like, you can get up to level 3 if you watch every single episode. But with increased XP gains now, you're not capped at only 3 points. We're going to take sleeping pills. Sleeping pills aren't really useful unless you're injured and you're in so much pain that you can't sleep. You're hopefully not using them a whole lot. I've never had to use tweezers because I've never had glass in me, but we're going to bring them because you never know. All right, what time is it? We don't have a watch. That's okay. We're going to speed up through this. All right. So I'm going to put this into... Oh, this doesn't have a VCR. So nope, I'm not going to do that. We're going to have to wait until we find a TV that has a VCR. Okay. All right. Well, we do have a weapon. We have a frying pan. We do. So what we don't have is a water bottle. But I do know. Oh yeah, we are waiting on our steak to cook. Let's just speed up time. Perfect. So now we have some food. We're going to turn off the oven because the oven will burn the house down. And it's not that we care about this house, it's that we care about the fire spreading, because the fire will spread and spread and spread and destroy everything. Look, this TV has a VCR. It's also turned up all the way. Here. I actually do want to turn it up a little because I would like there to not be a hiding zombie. I would rather just walk up and greet me. I mean, we shouldn't have a lot of trouble finding food, so I'm just gonna take, like, big things for now. We will have power on for a while, so you can throw anything into freezers. That's a strategy for long-term survival, is to go to grocery stores and restaurants and throw everything in the freezer. Duct tape, we're going to go ahead and take. Barbecue lighter, we will take also. I'm going to go ahead and take both the pen and the pencil for the map. We'll take that flashlight. We're not really going to need it anytime soon. I'm going to take the peanut butter. That's really good. Alright. We looked in here? Yeah. So, we'll take more sleeping pills. What we're also going to do is look, and yep, they are both full. If they were both, like, kind of used up, we could put them in our main inventory, and then we can right-click them and combine them. Let's see. So, if we find some more painkillers or some more sleeping pills, I can show you that. But I don't think the option even comes up until you're until you have two that you can combine. The option doesn't come up. So I mean, it's something that I don't think I think even people that have played this game for a long time probably don't know that, because it's really not a big deal. It's just for organization more than anything. It might help with photograph of a birth certificate. Huh? We'll take a look at that. How'd you feel about that? Alright, we're gonna take a needle because we can get like denim and leather and pad our armor, our clothes. So we need a needle. You only ever need one. They don't like wear out or anything. And then thread, you're gonna just grab as much as you can. Find later on, whenever your tailoring increases, you can tear clothes and actually get a lot of thread from them. So I mean, it's it's whatever. You need thread. You need needles. My cat needs something. Oh, there is a zombie. Where did he come from? Okay, so we just whacked him. Okay, well he died pretty quick. Hold on, my cat is probably about to go show me her food bowl. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, that was terrible timing. Okay. So yeah, zombie walked up. It's whatever. I hear another one, I think. We're gonna kill a lot of zombies, so I'm not concerned about how I just took out that first one that fast. Dude, where is this zombie? I hear it. Oh, there they are. Okay. Shift. You jog. It's not run. There is a different button for run. I have never pressed it, other than going. Oh, that's where that button is. You can push with spacebar. You can also crunch head with spacebar. I think control space also is, or maybe it's control and click is what a lot of people switch it to. See, that's why people think that's running, though, because it increases the running skill. We're just gonna go ahead and kill him. But, okay, spacebar can push him. So you go, no, back up, guy. And then you protect your weapon by stomping on their heads. So your weapon, you save some weapon durability. Yeah. What are we wearing? Sneakers. So sneakers are quieter. Boots are better defense and better at squishing heads, though. Also, okay, bunch of shit going on over here. There's gonna be a bunch of shit going on over here. One thing at a time, Click the heart. It says health. There's more in here than just health. Think of it as like your overall health. Gives you info. You can change your hair from here if you have stuff to do it. You have lists of, like, this goes deep. This is basically your completionist list of, like, all of the books and magazines and recipes and VHSs, CDs. Yeah. I rarely look at that, but it's worth looking at on long playthroughs whenever you're collecting everything, and using everything too. So yeah, skills screen. I mean, it's pretty. it's pretty self-explanatory, you know. I'm sure if you have deeper questions than this gives you, there's a Project Zomboid wiki, and there's a million videos of people explaining all of that in detail. Exercise is accessed from this menu. You can set how long you exercise, what type of exercises. For the most part, burpees. You do burpees for 30 minutes. It's going to increase strength, fitness. Like, there's not a lot of reason to do the other ones, I don't think. And then, of course, if you have dumbbells, you can do more exercises for strength specifically. All right, close that. This is where I was getting at, because we need to take a look at that. My head is green because I'm wearing a hard hat. However, only one of my feet, there is a hole in my boot. So let's see if we can fix that real quick. We're gonna, well, I guess we can't. Okay, I can rip. I think I need scissors to repair my boot. But we're gonna see. Yeah, fabric, needle, and thread required. So rags don't count. But either way, we needed rags too. We just needed them to not be dirty. I'm not gonna wash them. I do need... Shit, I need to drink water. Okay, well... We're just gonna take all of this. Normally I wouldn't be running around like this, but it's because my skill's gonna go up so fast. You don't really want to run. It uses up stamina. You only have so much stamina every day. Kind of like a Stardew Valley kind of thing. Or like a real life thing. It makes you tired. It wears you out. Like, it's a bad idea. If you're in the zombie apocalypse, what would you do? Oh shit, I have smoker, so now I am tense. So I have a barbecue lighter, so I have a lighter. I need to find cigarettes, or that's going to become a problem for combat. This van is a really good find. We're going to look around on the ground, see if we can see keys anywhere, but I don't see any. Okay, so E to get in, V pulls up this menu. There's a lot of shit you can do in here. It tells you what it is. You can sleep in a car. Also, bring a pillow, and you can sleep really well. More cozy and comfortable. We will take those. Protect us from bites. Oh, cool, dude. Awesome. Back of this van has good shit. Dude, and this is right here. Okay. So this is right next to the police station and the fire station where we're going to make a base. So I'm not going to worry about hauling this with me right now, but we do know where it is. So we're going to press the M button to pull up the map. And right here on the map, we're going to make a little arrow and say, add a note. We will say nails and planks. And can I make it smaller? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I can turn it a little too. You can do a bunch of shit. There's all kinds of symbols, and you can get different colored pins and stuff, and the map's a really cool thing. I think you can make annotations on maps you find too, and then you'll find annotated maps. Unfortunately, we don't have a key. There is no key in the car. There's no bag around here either, which is kind of disappointing. But now that we do know there's a van here, there might be a zombie around that has a key to it. Okay, so here's the other thing. Your F keys can speed up, slow down. Holy shit, that's zombie. A lot of zombies.
Hey!
So I pressed Q, just to show don't press Q, because all of these zombies are gonna come, and any other zombies that heard me are gonna also come. There's just gonna be a bunch of zombies. So this is why people will change from spacebar stomping heads to a different button combination, so you can push. If I'm standing on a zombie, then they can't get up. So you can take on multiple zombies that way. Push a zombie down, and yep, like that. And then, oh, well, I was gonna stand on it. But hey, also, this is where I am not. I've played this game. I'm not a super player of this game. And I do fine. Look, he had a digital watch. That's exactly what we need. We know exactly what time it is. We can set alarms now. You need a digital watch. That's one of the first things you need to find, and you're probably not only, but you're gonna find them on zombies mostly. So, God, there's a lot of zombies. Okay, we're gonna try to not. Oh my gosh. We're gonna try to not pull all of these. This is actually a lot of zombies. Like, I'm starting to second guess. If this is a good idea. Oh boy. So, detour down the road where I hope to spawn most of the time. Oh, zombie in the cornfield. Don't want that. Where I usually hope to spawn is down here, because there's a few houses. They've been renovated now, which is awesome. But there's a few houses that are great bases, and they're right down the road, so you can kind of get established at them, and then do loot runs to. Damn, I need cigarettes. Then you can do loot runs up to the fire station, and so we're gonna back off because those are definitely gonna come for us, and we don't know if anybody saw us and is following us. It's fine. It doesn't matter how many zombies there are. We just got. Okay, no, that's okay. It was just a scratch. They did knock our glasses off, as you can see. It's a much bigger issue than it used to be. Alright. Man, it bit me on the belly, too. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. We're fine. I'll take your glasses, motherfucker. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I'm zooming out so much, and then I go to zoom in and, like, discombobulated. Dude, he has a hiking backpack. Not to sound too excited, but that is crucial. That's like one of the hot items that you will always be looking for. And he has a fanny pack. Alright, we're just going to put it on, and that's going to go into that inventory. because I don't want to stand still for too long. I don't exactly know how many zombies are like around here. This is a one-handed weapon, so oh wow, that's a lot of zombies, isn't it? It's a lot of zombies for a lady that doesn't have any water. Is kind of freaking out and in pain. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you why you should never do it. Because they're literally not going to catch you. That's why spawners okay, so we can do this. Okay, well, we're gonna. I have too much shit going on here. All right, so you can always outwalk it. Watch, just whatever. It's not a big deal. Just walk. And then what you can also do is then you go, oh shit, there's a bunch over there. There's a lot of zombies. I did not expect there to be this many zombies. On my main playthrough, there were not this many zombies. So what I'm doing is I'm shedding some of them. Some of them already gave up. As long as they can see you, they're still going to come after you, but we're about to do some workarounds here. I don't want to use the building because I don't know what's in there. Also, this part is new. Like, the whole map was basically redone recently, and so a lot of these areas, while I know where I am, they have changed them quite a bit. Like, all this was not here before. This was just forest on the side of the road. So we're just gonna yep, and say we hear another one. That's right there. Ooh, and he's feisty too. So on normal settings, they will have different speeds. He's as fast as they get. Alright, so if I didn't have glasses on, I would have not seen him coming up behind me. So that is something to keep in mind. I'm bringing extra glasses with me. And I think I can finally... Shit, that scared me. I can move all this shit now. And then we're going to unequip that. And we'll keep it on us for now. Okay, cool. I have nothing in there. I mean, he didn't really have much in here anyway. So, med supplies are going to go into here. Oh, dude, he had a water bottle. Perfect. Because I do need that now. What I also need are cigarettes. This is a bar. This bar will hopefully have cigarettes. Bars actually have good shit in them, too. They can have shotguns. They can... They have alcohol. Alcohol is important in the zombie apocalypse for a few reasons, but combat is one of them. Okay, so that's an instant kill. You don't want to be too close when they come over the fence because they can lunge at you on the ground. But it's more or less there's an instant kill that you can do. Okay, so sledgehammer, talked about that. You can find them on the road in construction site events. You can find them in hardware stores and warehouses. They're really, 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 really hard to find. It's so much easier to look in every single trash bag you come across until you find a sledgehammer head, even if it's worn, and then you just need a long handle and you have a sledgehammer. And I always eventually find a sledgehammer head. Shit. Alright. We don't know if we want to close the door behind us, but I think we're pretty safe. In here. Dude, this place doesn't really have windows. I don't think it really has upstairs, but I say it doesn't have windows. What the fuck was that? Alright. You broke the window up here. Why'd you do that, man? This is actually a pretty cool base for a solo playthrough. It's not that big, but you don't need it to be. Ooh, man. Is this a... Let me get rid of that. Is this a bugged? It's the fucking tree. So there is a mod to fix this. I think they said this is like it's an actual transparency issue bug. Yep. You can flash doors like that, and then you're safe. Okay, it's a little wonky in here. But yeah, like you can that, and zombie doesn't have time to react, so you can just kind of see what's in there and then close the door and you're safe. Yeah, see, it's blocking off like literally everything. So that is an issue. Oh, see, that's why I couldn't get in here. I couldn't see the door. That's crazy, guys. I actually hadn't seen this being this bad until now. I guess I just somehow have not been around these big trees enough. Either way. Dude, yeah. Okay, see, holy shit, there's 3 shotguns in here. They're all sawed off. So I don't want to use any of those because that is the loudest gun you can use in the game, and every zombie in town is going to hear it. And that's not enough shotgun shells. We are going to leave it here because I don't need to carry around a bunch of shit that I don't need. But we do now know that it's here, so that is good. We're going to make sure there's not another one anywhere. And if there is, we'll just put them all in the same container, and then if we decide we need one of the 3 sawed-off shotguns, we can come back here. But the police station's down the road, and it's going to have better guns in it. I'm just taking some stuff. I'm not taking a bunch. Oh, I do need... fill my sports bottle. Alright, let's check our health now, because this scratch is... And we're obviously not going to get infected. Like, we're not going to get the zombie virus because we turned it off. But that, that right there, that could have been it. And it's just over. You know, you wouldn't know for, like, a little bit longer if you were infected. But as soon as the signs start, you're like, okay, well, there goes this character. No cigarettes. That's actually kind of disappointing. Oh my gosh. That scared me. I do have the music sting turned up because it jolts me. And I love how much it actually scares me. Alright. Ooh, we're gonna die. No. Come on, guys. And my bandage is dirty. Oh, no. Alright, dude. She's freaking out. Oh, actually, she's kind of pissed off. She's agitated. She's like, these fucking zombies. I just need some goddamn cigarettes. Okay, we're still digging in trash cans. I hear a zombie. I don't want him to surprise me. So yeah, don't eat zucchini. Eat avocado, though. Leather jacket. Big win. Big win. Huge. Huge. Am I wearing it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did it disappear? Okay. Okay, let's take off the dirty bandage real quick. No, am I wearing it? I might be. Really? What happened to the leather jacket? Okay, there it is. Leather good. Leather awesome. Ooh, rubbing alcohol. Even better. Even better. You can sanitize bandages with it. Corset. We're gonna... You know what? That's another thing, guys. Like, have fun. It's a game. Have fun. We're gonna leave the denim shirt on for now because getting more hurt is not fun, and we have some pretty good coverage right now. We still have a hole in our shoe, but we're gonna figure that out. Well, shit, I can wear this, and it's still just more protection, right? Alright. Let me not dilly-dally too much. We're just going through them at this point. Oh, man, there's a bunch over there. I said that, and they were like, oh, yeah? You're gonna what? I'm like, no, you're right. Because really, like, I need to go look at this. That's worth checking the back of. See, this is why I don't like multi-hit, actually, because you get reliant on it, and you do shit like that you shouldn't do, and that the game wasn't exactly designed to do, and you go to push it, two zombies together, and maybe you just time it a little bit wrong. I mean, it makes sense. You swing a baseball bat against a crowd of zombies, you would hit multiple zombies, but also you wouldn't hit through multiple zombies. So it makes more sense that you would hit one at a time. And oh man, so what we can do, this is the laundry van. It's not really gonna have anything other than like sheets and maybe some like laundry basket, like big, you know, cleaning company ones, which those are nice to have for storage. They're pretty lightweight too. I don't know how I'm gonna cross to the house that I'm trying to get to be honest. It seems like there's a lot more going on now, and there's a lot of zombies around here. Because these houses were already pretty good houses, but now I believe they are two-story houses, which makes them even better. So that's an abandoned house. Not worth looting. do keep an eye out for boarded up houses because it could be a survivor house, but they do not look run down. They look fortified, and they have really, really good loot in them. It's probably dangerous to walk through the woods. I will say that. I can hear a zombie. So, oh, I can hear multiple. And it's really dangerous to fight in the woods because you just can't see all around you. Okay, once again, I zoomed out way too far. I actually have... I don't need that much of a zoom. I don't usually have it zoom out that much. Just got excited. Man, this is some work. Getting into this house. Alright, so this is my favorite little house, and they've completely redone it. It's still, I mean, the garage was here. The bathroom is a different direction. Very different. I think on my YouTube there is a playthrough that I did using this house. Maybe on Extinction, even? I don't remember. Dude, this is pretty nice. We're gonna start closing these curtains. There's probably a zombie in the house. But the doors are open, so... Okay. So, you gotta watch out for stuff like that. I went to close the curtains. There's no way for my character to get to the curtains on this side. So, I guess they're gonna open up the window from the outside and close the curtains. We're just gonna go ahead and... Oh, dude, there's a barrel here. I didn't realize barrels were rain collectors. Anyway. Alright. Open the window. Oh, if I fail to open the window, it's gonna be stuck, and I spoke way too soon. Alright, we're not gonna fucking worry about them. She's just running around. She doesn't really see me. I'm very sad about what's happening. The cigarettes are, smokers becoming a problem. Because I have not found any cigarettes. That is a problem. We don't really need to search all this right now. We need to clear the house. Okay, there's a leather coat in here. First aid kit. We're going to look in the first aid kit. Yeah, let's... Alright, we're going to take the alcohol wipes. I need to wash these bandages and go ahead and make some sanitized ones. Oh shit. Close the curtain. It's that paint. What was on here? The leather coat was in there, which we might cut that leather coat up to get leather strips to reinforce. Does this door have a window? Okay. I think the only thing you can really do about these trees right now is just cut them the fuck down, which you're gonna do anyway, but... I do like this house. Oh yeah, these, turn them off. They're loud. Like, they're too loud. Alright, we're gonna shut the door, and hopefully we're not gonna... We can always jump out the window. Which will hurt, but like, if there were like 20 zombies there, you're gonna die, so. We're going to wash our bandages. We're going to try to find something good to read in a minute, too, because we're kind of sad. Oh, I can't take... I do have pain medication. I have antidepressants, too. Alright, we're about to handle some things. Rag, we're going to disinfect, actually. That's a good thing to have, but... rag, disinfect. We're just going to do a bunch. Oh, shit, we're using whiskey on it. That's fine. I don't really care. I have. Here, let's drop both of these. I have frickin' rubbing alcohol. Why is it using my liquor alcohol? Alright. So we're gonna try to flash. Okay. I don't think there's a zombie in here, but we don't know for sure yet. Okay. Cool. Not in here. I'm closing the... Shit. Don't open the window. Okay, we have a radio here. The zombie definitely saw. Here we go. Come on. We're gonna get the zombie to try to follow us down the stairs. Because we don't want to kill him in the house. This is a nice house. This is a nice house. We don't want blood all over the walls, the carpet. Dude, keep up. I'm the one freaking out. Alright. I am freaking out. But we're gonna drink just a little. Just a little. We're gonna eat us a whole steak. I bet that'll make us feel a little better. We're confused. We said, this is a zombie apocalypse. Why did I just drink a quarter bottle of whiskey and eat an entire steak? Dude, Satchel. Awesome now. Awesome. Better now than it was before now. Because you can wear both. Dude, I was not expecting that. Satchels are great. Military pants, actually. I might... What, I have baggy jeans? Yeah, let's drop those pants. And we're gonna wear military pants. Am I already wearing a bra? I have a corset on. I don't know if the women characters start with a bra or not. Huh. I mean, I guess they do. Everyone has, like... No, like, they're not naked. Ooh, second fanny pack. So you can wear 2 fanny packs. See, I got 2 of them. Oh, we got a lighter in here. Wallets don't have anything in them. They're not worth looking through. A lot of pillows. Pillows are actually... It's kind of good to carry a pillow with you, kind of, sort of. Just in case you have to sleep anywhere that's kind of uncomfortable and you need to get good rest because you need to heal or something like that. Like, they're nice to have. In a car, like whenever you have a car, just throw a pillow in any of the seats, and then if you need to sleep in your car, it's not a problem. Okay, so radio. Took it out. Device options because we are looking for the emergency broadcast signal. If you get desperate enough and you just cannot find it, here, let me turn it on. That's what I was worried about. You can add a preset that's just like emergency broadcast channel. And then, so, edit preset, you check on this channel. And then you go, same preset, check on the next channel. Okay. Sorry, my cat keeps asking me for food like she eats again or something. I am about to wrap this up. This house is cool because it's on this roof up here. So ideally, we're going to break down a bunch of stuff in this house. We're going to get a sledgehammer so we can destroy the stairs. After we move stuff like upstairs, we're going to use sheet ropes to get in and out of the house through the windows. That's why we have to make sure we carry everything we need up here before we destroy the stairs. And then we can even build a window right here at the top of the stairs to sheet rope down into the bottom of the house. We could board up the bottom of the house and have like a basement level kind of thing that if zombies get in it, it's not a big deal because they can't. Zombie survival guide rule right there. Like, get in a 2-story building, destroy the stairs, and it's how you survive Romero zombies. In this game, they're not going to knock down the house. They can't destroy the house. They can destroy windows and doors and stuff like that, but they can't destroy walls. They can destroy walls that you make, but they can't destroy pre-made stuff. So yeah, no, this is good base. There's some zombie cleanup to do around here. There's some other little weird things, like we don't want this window. Like, we need to close the curtains. We literally cannot. But what we probably can do is, let's open the window. I don't think the awning comes all the way over. Can we get... Yeah, we can get out of this window. Okay, so yeah. Window... We can only open it, but I don't even think we can open it. Yeah, so we just can't access that window. That's not a good thing at all, because that means that we can't cover that window. And if we can't cover that window, then something could always see through that window. Whether it's the helicopter or it's a zombie or a horde of zombies that just happen to be crossing through, and then they go, oh, look. So, you want all of the windows to be available to get to. Not that you can't get to that at all. We would just have to build something to get up there and, board up the window. Or I think once we destroy the stairs, we can put flooring over this and get to it, but it's just annoying. And then notice I was able to walk through that desk, but this window is inaccessible. Just because of that. Is there not a basement here? I wonder if the basement is only sometimes. I just figured there would be a... Oh, cool. Nails and planks. Not many, but I do have a hatchet. Oh, wow. This has windows. It's terrible. I mean, we'll take all of that. This is how I actually end up using the satchel a lot of times. Either for loot runs, once I have an established base, or it's just my food bag. Yeah, well, oh shit. All of this, actually. Yeah. Okay, so it's already 8 p.m. We've already missed TV show. We probably could have caught it. I think we did catch some of it. Is there a pillow here? Alright, we're gonna sleep in this room. We will sleep in this room. Okay, all the windows are covered as far as I know. Love that. Can't fucking see. Device options. There's a freaking TV in here. Alright. Well. Okay, well, we'll get some cooking. Place the pillow on the bed. Okay. Overalls. Okay. Yeah, see, the big tree sucks. Fuck that big tree. But we have... Oh, where'd our inventory go? But we have this. It's in really good condition, surprisingly. So that's not a big deal. We'll cut that tree down. So where is it? No, not disassemble. Fucking... It'll say sleep, comfort, good, with pillow. And so it's a better sleep than you would normally get. We are gonna... I mean, we're just not gonna have cigarettes. I'm sorry. That sucks. I do have to find those, but there's another house. Let me pull up the map. Alright, so this is the house. We didn't look in here yet. There's another house over here. And this house actually might be better than this house now. Man, they really changed this up. This used to be not even this close. I don't know. Did they even change the geography? There were houses all along here. What is this now? What's happening? U Road. Minions Lane. The fuck is that? I don't know. That might just be a trail. Because, like, this stuff's new, too. I bet that's just houses. Or, yeah, that's just houses. There's a construction yard over here. Either way. Yeah, no, this is fine. We're not quite, like... We're drowsy. We could do with a lie down, but we're not, like, about to pass out. We're gonna do a digital watch. We're gonna set the alarm to 5:30, so we wake up in time for Life and Living at 6 a.m. And then we're not gonna grab anything. We're gonna sleep, and we're gonna say yes, and hope that we actually set our alarm. And you can speed up time a whole lot by pressing that. Damn. Who wakes up at 2 a.m. because they went to sleep at 8, 9 o'clock? Anyway, that's as far as I'm going to play it today. Hopefully this footage is good.